Greatest man I know. Oh, Jesus is the greatest man I know. Made the moon, stars, and land sing. Lift the man of authority. Jesus is the greatest man I know. Jesus is the greatest man I know. Jesus is the greatest man I know.
Jesus is the greatest man. So say it with us.